Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're gonna talk about Total War once again, but before we start don't forget to leave a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content. So first of all I want to apologize because I commented on something, but after doing some testing I noticed that that was not the case, and I'm talking about the fact that I thought that you couldn't equip the gear from one team onto another one. You can, but at the same time you can't, depending on how you play. You see, on consecutive challenge, which is the one that I tried, you're going to put as many teams as you can and equip them all at the same time and tackle the challenge, which is interesting. You can do silly challenges against your friends, but it is odd because some characters, if you try to use all your characters just to increase the score as much as possible, are not going to have equipment. So yeah, it is just silly. Then, and what you're gonna normally do for farming is going to be to press these buttons on individual challenge. If something goes amiss, if something goes wrong on your runs, you can just forfeit the battle and do it again and get a better score, which is nice. And you can do this for every team. Unfortunately, it's gonna cost BP, and you want to be a little bit conservative of that now. We need more sources of BP because there's a ton of things to do now. And very quickly, before we even start with the footage, because I'm going to show you some battles, I want to talk about VR very quickly because nowadays the VR weapons are extremely important, guys. You want to have them. The hammers are nice, but the stat increase that you get from the UR Magatamas is not as impactful as the buffs from the VR weapons. So you want to get VR weapons, not only for this mode, but also for VR. So keep working on those. I know it's gonna take a while. I haven't finished with all the VR weapons, but fortunately it is something that you can use. And they just gave us a ticket for a VR weapon, select the one that you like the most. It's on the exchange shop, for the event shop for this month. So anyways, just so that you know, basically every week you want to buy the crystal kits. They are super important. And every 2 weeks you can buy one weapon. The economy gives enough coins to do that. Every week crystals, and every 2 weeks one of the weapons. But you don't have to buy them. At the moment you have the coins, you don't have to buy a weapon. Maybe there's something that you don't want, like the where do I have over here at the very end, yeah, like the Sakura's weapon, which is nice to have, but it is not as impactful as Twinkle Riser. So maybe you don't want that one in particular. And then you can save your coins. And there's a trick, guys. You can buy 2 copies of the VR weapons per week. When the week changes, the store resets. And a day after that, we have the maintenance. And then the enemy changes and the item changes to the next weapon. So that's a neat trick to know, so that you get more VR weapons. The VR weapons are way better than the anti-trade weapons because they give you survivability. I'm seeing a ton of people struggle with survivability, and the VR weapon are amazing. Also, do I have someone here? No, I'll have to put where are you? Here. The Christmas weapons are also extremely important. They are not as effective as the VR weapons, but they still have hefty buffs that you can take advantage of. So be sure to use them, especially since we received the ticket just last month, and you should have one weapon 5 out of 5. So anyways, let's do a run, guys. Oh, another thing before I forget. The save function is going to save basically the teams that you have organized as they are. So if I put save right now and I put load later, it's going to put Astaroth here, Spinel here, Phantasma here, Asusa here, and so on and so on. So That's nice, but it doesn't save the loadout. It doesn't save the equipment. Keep that in mind. So what you want to do is that you want to go over here to whatever number that you want, and you save your setup and you load it next time that you play. This is going to be important because we're going to play this one with this team, and then we go to the next team and we have to do the loadout again, and we go to the next one and we do the loadout again, and so on and so on. To get a high score, people who barely reach all the points are going to want to do this. People who want to participate on the ladder want to do this. And it takes a lot of effort the first time. After that, you as long as you reach the 5 million points, you just repeat the loadout and that's it. You don't have to experiment. You don't have to try again. You don't have to change your setup. So yeah, it won't be as difficult once you reach a certain point. But yeah, for beginners, this is extremely difficult. But get as many coins as possible. It doesn't really matter. Just grab some coins if possible. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. So, basically my main damage dealer is going to be Spinel. So, starting with the Spinel. She is already maxed out with these stats on the customs. She has all the awakening skills. Work on your awakening skills, guys. I have a video on those, on how to maximize your points and such. If you want to check that, it's in the channel. And for weapons, I have Kana Blade. That's the reason why she is the main attacker, because she has an anti-trade weapon. The Magatemas are anti-demon, fire. Fire, burn is particularly good, or well, I think it's particularly good, because when the duration is up, you deal damage. And here we have buff duration reduced. So that means that it's going to pop quicker and you're going to deal damage quicker and you can abuse burn. I think maybe it's not working, but honestly it's a little bit difficult to test. If you want to test it, let me know in the comments what are the results, if burn is busted on this mode or not. So, anyways, whatever Magatemas on the subslot, whatever weapon on the subslot. Piercing Thirst, Crystal Shard Burst, Demonic Arm Detonate. These three are gonna give buffs, and the leader skill gives buffs, and that's why we use Kana. Kana is going to give us a ton of damage. Then we have Onigumo, because it's one of the supporters that gives the most damage against demons on blue. And we have Kurenai, because she also gives buffs. She's gonna give sustain. Even though the stun hit is awful on the active, the buff is amazing, so we might as well. And this effect and this one are gonna stack with Kana. Not to mention that I'm going blue because Demonic Arm Detonate is buffed by this weapon. Yeah, customs, supporters, yeah, everything. Now, Phantasma is here for a little bit of utility. I'm using the Momochi weapon. This weapon is extremely good. It's going to increase your damage by a lot, as long as you deal consistent hits. Because yeah, the duration is super short. But even so, it's possible to keep the enemy with stacks of this debuff. Then we have Anti-Demon Magatemas. We have whatever Magatemas, whatever weapon. We're going red. We're gonna go with Crunching Fear, Succubus Whisper. Succubus Whisper to buff the team. That's why we use it. The range increase is going to be useful. And the... what's the name? Twister Dance we don't need, because we're going to use Crunching Fear to heal ourselves. And Slash Horror to be next to the enemy, so that we can abuse the leader skill. Then we have Spinel to increase the damage of the whole party. We have Lina, because it's one of the most devastating supporters when using a demon and fighting against a demon. And Yukina. Unfortunately, I don't think I have something better than Yukina in damage wise, so yeah, I'll have to commit to this one. Maybe Vareta, but it's a little bit risky because I'm not raising my crit rate. Or well, technically I am. Yeah, I can use her. I can use Barretta. So we go with Barretta. Where is Barretta? Do you see Barretta? Barretta, there. Yeah, I'll use Barretta. So in that case, let's save it over here. And you're gonna see where I increase my crit rate. Stats. And now, let's go to Astaroth. So Astaroth is also a damage dealer, but at the same time supporter. She has another VR weapon. She has anti-demon, wind, magatam, water? No, wind. Where is wind? Aha, here it is. We have whatever Magatamas, whatever weapon. Supernova to deal damage. Lava Serpent because it's enhanced by the weapon. And Phoenix Dive because the AI is not that smart and we have to force ourselves to be next to the enemy. It is unfortunate because I don't want to be next to the enemy. Astaroth, I'm a little bit worried about her performance. I haven't tested this, but I'm worried that she might die, but I have a ton of damage reduction, so it kind of compensates. Then, we have Lapis, and Lapis is going to give us more critical damage, and the skills of Astaroth are going to reduce the defense of the enemy, or well, give us more damage, and there's going to be more healing and such. Then, Arabella to increase damage, and Anna Rose to enhance the crits. That's it. And stats of the customs, stats of the stat training. And let's do the first one. By the way, this cannot be changed throughout the whole battle for all the teams. So you have to select the supporter formation carefully. As you can see, I'm going with melee damage increase, which is not going to help Astaroth, but I just have to do the commitment because Spinel is the main damage increase. So let's see if this works. If Astaroth doesn't die, let's hope. This is RNG at its best, guys. So yeah, it is unfortunate that we cannot do this ourselves, but I'm sure that Grimoire is thinking about adding more content, like the raids, like another boss for VR, and we're gonna have time to do those. Okay, come on. So another thing worth mentioning is that one person mentioned that this is an excellent way to test your builds and see which combination deals the most damage so that you use those on normal mode. It is an excellent idea. And as you can see, you want to be extremely careful with the super armor. You need a good amount of super armor so that you don't get interrupted or stun lock. So yeah, wow, I'm gonna use this on normal mode. It's dealing more damage, even more damage than what I did originally. Yeah, this is going to change. I might go to number 10. Yeah, that's God. God, is it strong? I'm just going to verify if everything is saved. Sorry about this. Let's see. Up. Like this. And then this one. Yeah, oddly enough. Defensive, well, supportive Astaroth. So yeah. Now, what happens? You want to remove the equipment of these characters and you want to put it onto the next team. Yeah, which is a good thing. Yeah, I know the first time it's gonna be a hassle, it's gonna be annoying, but it's worth it because later you're just going to put the loadout function and that's it. So yeah, in this case, this is my team. Yeah, because she's a damage dealer. So Asusa is my main damage dealer, even though she doesn't have anti-demon. And what am I going to use here? I'm going to use New Year Shiranui because of her huge damage increase using the active and the extra passive. I'm going to use, of course, where are you? Vareta. Obviously Vareta because she has extra crit with her leader skill, so it's really easy to crit with her. And I can use Yukina, but do I have better options? Let me check. No. No, I think Yukina. Yeah, Yukina. Unfortunately, only a 40% damage increase, but that's what we got. Since there are no mobs, we cannot use Fujitsuki. So, these are the skills. And for this... No. I want to, but I won't bother you with that. Let's see. What do I want? Oh, yeah. Since this is my main damage dealer, I'm going to use the fire ones. The fire ones you want on your main damage dealer. Like this. And this, because these are not the right elements. So this weapon 5 out of 5 plus 13, and this one 4 out of 5 plus 14. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't have good equipment for my Rinko, nor for Asusas, but whatever. Dragonfly, Double Team, and Gale Slash. Gale Slash to increase the damage tremendously. Shadow Spirit is also a good idea if you want to use it. Supporters, formation costumes, and stat training. Then we have the second damage dealer in Mizuki Shiranui. Mizuki Shiranui has an anti-demon weapon, which is extremely important. But what are we going to do? We're gonna go blue, which you may want to use the new weapon, but I prefer to use this one. So I'm gonna use this because Shiranui is gonna be next to the enemy. So I want to use the ice ones. Next to whatever. Let's go yellow. I don't see the last one. It's over here. Nice. So 5 out of 5 plus 15, 5 out of 5 plus 15, anti-demon ice, whatever. Then we're using Rondo because Rondo is enhanced by this weapon. Unfortunately, I am going blue, which is not the best color for Shiranui, but I want to go blue with Shiranui because she's going to give a ton of value for the team. That's why. We're using Genejin. Automatically increase damage. No, increase the range. It doesn't help that much. Genejin is fine. And Sogetsuin is here. Though Kasaguruma is a good damaging skill, I don't want to get locked in place. I mean, this also gets me locked in place, but at least it's range. So that's the thing. Increased damage dealt. I might as well change Sogetsuin for Gene Sekai. Should I? I think I am. I think I'm unbelievable. It's unbelievable for me, but I think this is gonna be better. Gene Sekai. Oh, but it's no, I am going triple blue. I don't know why. Because I'm missing one. Which one? I guess I'm going with this one. Yeah, because it gives the most damage. So the other two, who are they? Asusa to give penetration. The enemy doesn't have that much damage reduction to begin with, but this is going to help tremendously. So if you have Asusa, use it. And the unbelievable, the most amazing supporter that we have for supporting human teams, F2P. That's Mizuki Shiranui, Phantom Mizuki Shiranui. And she's going to increase the damage of herself and give a little bit of HP increase. And also give another damage increase for the whole team. And also heal, which is nice. Stats of the customs. Stats of the stat training. And lastly, we have Tokiko. So, Tokiko is going to be using Mechanical Dart Knife, which is going to give us 3 seconds. Yeah, 3 seconds of damage reduction. Well, damage increase. And we want to use This, where is the other one? Demon, perfect. 3 anti-demons. One more thing that I haven't mentioned. It's pretty useful to use combinations of double wind, double fire, or double water, double fire, or whichever element is offensive to the specific trait that you're facing, because you increase your damage even further. Though triple wind or quadruple wind would give you speed increase, that is chance based, and the other one is it's just flat damage increase just cause. Well, not flat, but you know it. It's a damage increase that is always active. So going mixed with elements is very proficient on this mode, just so that you know. Whatever, Maga Damas. Perfect. 5 out of 5, whatever. Plus 10. 5 out of 5 plus 11. Whatever, Magatamas. Wind Magatamas. Magpipe to be range. Clairvoyance to reduce the defense of the enemy. Blast to reduce the defense of the enemy. Or, well, increase your damage. Then we have Akane. Why Akane? To heal, number 1. And to increase the damage. It increases the damage by a lot. It's 70% damage increase. And Tokiko, thanks to her leader skill, is going to be able to take advantage of this. We have here Ragnarok. If you want to use Ragnarok, if you decide to go with Ragnarok, but don't bother too much. You can use Kowaru, that's also fine. And actually, I think I'm gonna go with Kowaru because Ragnarok needs to be melee, and this one is mid-range, which might proc sometimes, but it's not the most proficient thing. I'm using White Knight Asagi to reduce damage and increase damage, which is super important. And if you're not worried about HP, which I am with Tokiko because she doesn't have other ways to heal, I would change this and put it on the main if I wasn't worried about healing, because it's going to buff the whole human team. Stats of the customs, stats of the stat training, and the last thing that you want to do before you start, save. Don't forget to save. So we put this over here, and we put this over here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to consume a ton of your presets, your loadouts, but it's going to save time later, so it's really, really useful. So there we go. And let's get started. Let's see how this goes. So yeah, they're going to do a good amount of debuffs. They're going to increase the damage tremendously. What? Does he have some kind of weird immunity where for periods of time he cannot have debuffs? Because I see that I apply debuffs, but then there's these periods of time where I should be applying debuffs even so, and he doesn't have it. It's, well, there needs to be more experimentation with this boss and its behavior. Good thing that the HP healing doesn't really matter for the boss. That's great, honestly. So yeah, the damage compared to the other team is not as good as you can see. I mean, demons are gonna have the upper hand over here. But even so, we want to increase the damage as much as possible. I have to do different tests, different builds. It also depends on what characters you have. Each account is going to be different, but I'm going to share my compositions once I have something good. Okay? So, well, almost 500,000. Almost. Decent-ish. Okay? So, if you want to reset, you use the retry, but you continue to add more and more stuff, and you equip them properly, and you deal as much damage as you can. And here we have the record. So, yeah. This one is looking nice, honestly. I think I'm gonna be able to do more because the first time I did it, my first record is of all my teams, and most of them going without equipment or cohesive supporters. So yeah, it's gonna be way better. I'm also going to show you my run of normal mode using this. This was the score that I got with this team. But now I'm gonna change who? I'm gonna change Lapis for Astaroth, and I'm just going to do this. 1, 2, and we are ready. So let's hope that this enhances my score, increases my score by a good amount. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah. God, is this going to be silly? So I know that many of you are dissatisfied with the mode. Honestly, I am not. But why am I not? Because I have a big roster, a huge amount of equipment and supporter, and I can do different combinations, and that's entertaining. It's it's nice to get rewards for the score and such, but I don't care about the ladder itself. I care about doing different builds and having fun, but I know that not everyone is going to have fun with that. So I just hope that you at least get some kind of benefit out of this. Just do work to do a setup that gives you as much points as possible, so that you're able to claim your coins and everything. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely going to enhance my score drastically. Having Astaroth, oof, poor Astaroth. She's very dumb with the basics, and I would like to have the basic enhancer, but she has to be near the enemy. And go! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Already 2 million, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, 2 million and a half, will I? Will I be able to? Come on, do it, do it. Oh, yes! Yeah! That's amazing. And I can do even more. God, was that good? 26. Nice. Nice. I wonder, will I go to rank 10? Yeah, look at the difference. The idea is that you try different combinations, that you do different builds. Let's check very quickly. Normal ranking. No, I'm not on number 10, unfortunately. I'm 21 right now. Let's see. CJ, I surpassed CJ? Did I? Oh, well, oops. Sorry, man. Yeah, like he surpassed me at the beginning, but well, I'm also sharing my comps, and anyone can try it, and anyone can try to fish a better score if you have my compositions. I'm always going to do that because I don't really care about my position in the ladder. The rewards are nice, and I guess that I'm gonna be around here, but it is not what really matters. It's all about having fun, and I know that not everyone is gonna have fun due to the fact that this is automated, but it's nice to get more rewards, and it's nice to test your performance, because doing different builds is going to allow you to get different how can I say this? You can test different builds that you can try on other modes. Basically, not VR, not this. It's because the builds do work, but we need more modes so that we can use it, because VR focuses about on debuffing and this penalizes debuffing. Well, this specific boss does. So, well, I think it's fun-ish. Not like the most fun. It's gonna be fun at the beginning, but the moment we already set up everything properly and we're done testing and stuff, it's not gonna be like we do more with this. We need the raids, we need the new VR boss, we need more things. We need the new VR boss so that we have a new VR weapons. Gremory, let's hope that you're working on that, because we really need it, especially if they're gonna be machine bosses on Total War. So, anyways, that's about it, guys. I'm gonna start preparing the Shizuru video. I hope you find this useful, entertaining, and interesting. And let me know in the comments what you think, what you're going to do, if you are going to optimize this so that you have the highest score, or you're just gonna get the bare minimum so that you get the rewards and that's it. So, that's about it. I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!